There's no judgment on that. But we will always have money for that what is of highest importance to you.
So it's where we put it in our values as to how important it really is. So what you're saying is, if somebody's got less money, it's obviously been a lot less important to them for a long time. That's why they've got less of it in comparison to somebody who's got more of it.
That is very, very correct. So you must remember that most people are consumers. There's only about 1 to 3% of the population that have a relationship with money to grow money for the sake of growing money. Like Warren Buffett is a prime example. The rest of the 97% of the population are consumers. And of course we need that balance of money, those who like Warren Buffett and the consumers, because we need an economy. Otherwise, you know, if everybody just, nothing's going to move. So the consumers make the economy move, and people like Warren Buffett make make it possible that people can be looked after and enhanced and protected. But if you beat yourself up and say that I don't have money, it's because you have not made it a priority to gather money.
Sure.
You've not gotten a big enough purpose for doing it.
And also, Ilze, what would you say about the person that goes out, he's a salesman, just say, he has a business, and he makes loads of money, so I don't know, he makes about $200,000 or $300,000 in a year, whatever. And he almost spends all his money on entertainment and just having a good time and things like that, and then he's got very, very little money to pay for the things that, I don't know, the tax man and all these other things that's going to happen, and people will look at how much he's earning and they'll be going, wow. So is it, you know, the old saying about is it what, it's not what you earn, it's what you keep, whereas you can have somebody that earns a fraction, but he's managed to save a lot more, I suppose, and he can do more, he'll get to freedom quicker, wouldn't he?
It's all about values. So the salesman making so much money because he's a successful salesman is showing with how he spent his money on what is of high importance and priority to him. But if you want to grow a healthy relationship with money, it is important to understand that you have to look after money. You know, any relationship that you want to thrive, if you don't look after that relationship, it won't thrive. If I start to become careless with my husband, if I start to not pay attention to him, if I start to not, look after him as well, he's going to pull away from me. It's the same with money. If I don't do those things with money, money will pull away from me. So it's about just having a healthy relationship with Mr. or Mr. Money.
And is that why, like we were talking when we started talking about families? So you tend to find that with some families, obviously the son's been coached by the father, so the son does quite well, and he carries on the family legacy, and so on and so on and so on. And similarly, you tend to find people on the other side of town where it's like they're struggling, but their mum and dad's always been struggling as well, because they've installed the same beliefs from that generation before them. So you know, what can they do with that to break past it?
Well, in my book that I've written, Passing the Torch, I am giving a lot of guidance. In fact, I'm writing about how to not only grow your financial wealth, but also grow your emotional wealth, your intellectual wealth, your business wealth, your family relationships wealth, your social network wealth, and your physical wealth. So when you have a vision for your family and you say, I'm going to break this cycle in my family, this cycle where we've been in lack and less than and maybe even poverty for so many years or many generations, I'm going to break that. And it starts with one person to have the vision and to say, I'm going to impact on my family in a different way. I'm going to help my myself, my spouse, my children to have a different relationship with money. I'm going to teach my children for every cent of pocket money they receive that they must save a certain percentage. I'm going to teach my family healthy money mindsets. And that's if you start with just one person starting it in a family and they impact on the family, the whole family dynamic will start to shift. And you will have in every family the ones who buy into it and want to grow themselves and want to empower themselves and grow themselves financially. And then there will be the family member as well that says, money is not important to me. And there are my people that says money is not important and it's okay. They will be usually the ones that get looked after by someone else. But if you say money is important to me because I want to have my own independence, I want to grow my family in a really empowered way, that's a purpose. So have a purpose with having more money and then put in the action steps to put it in place and money will flow to you.
Understood. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. And I mean, we've been through recessions, we've been through downturns, there's been opportunities as we've gone along. What's your view on COVID, where we are now? I mean, do you think that it's going to present a lot of opportunities for people as we come out of it? Does it really reflect where people are? Because if they've been spending all their money, they're going to be more frightened than everybody else.
Claude, I think that this pandemic that we're all facing has given us a reset button. And I've made a decision for myself that I want to get out of this in a different way than who I was when I went into this pandemic COVID-5 phase. That means I want to use this time that we're in to grow myself, to become a better version of myself. And I would think if people start to make that decision for themselves, we will, as a world community, transform. There will definitely be many more opportunities to grow your wealth. You just have to go and see what is available. Look for the opportunities that's showing up. If you have the desire to grow your wealth or your money, you must have the desire for it. Otherwise, you're not going to see the opportunities. But this is we are in very interesting times, but I look at the markets, how the markets are stabilizing. The markets are going up again. And where it was in March, we were at such a downturn in the markets. It's all getting much more stable, which is saying that opportunities are still there. You just have to look for it and have the desire to take those opportunities and grow your career or your business. Reinvent. Keep on reinventing, learning how to reinvent.